Right now, you're holding a device that contains billions of microscopic switches, all working together at the speed of light. But here's what most people don't realize. These tiny silicon chips that power your entire digital life are actually made from something as simple as sand. I used to think computer chips were these mysterious, impossible to understand pieces of technology. Like most people, I'd look at my phone and have absolutely no idea how it could possibly work. The whole process seemed like magic, and honestly, it felt overwhelming to even try to understand. But then I discovered something amazing. The entire foundation of our digital world, from your smartphone to NASA's supercomputers, all comes down to understanding just one simple material and how we manipulate it. And once you grasp this concept, you'll never look at technology the same way again. Let me break this down into 5 simple steps that will completely change how you understand the technology around you. Step 1 is understanding what silicon actually is. Silicon is literally the second most common element on Earth. It's found in regular beach sand and quartz. But here's the key. Silicon is what we call a semiconductor. This means it can either conduct electricity or block it, depending on how we treat it. Think of it like a light switch that we can control at the molecular level. This switching ability is what makes every digital device possible. Step 2 is the purification process. We take that regular sand and purify it to an incredible degree. We're talking about removing impurities down to just a few atoms per billion. Then we melt this ultra-pure silicon and grow it into large crystal cylinders called ingots. Imagine growing the world's most perfect crystal, because that's essentially what this is. Step 3 involves slicing and layering. These crystal ingots get sliced into incredibly thin wafers, thinner than a human hair. Then comes the magic part. We use light to etch billions of microscopic patterns onto these wafers. It's like drawing the world's most complex maze, but at a scale so small you'd need an electron microscope to see it. Step 4 is called doping. We add tiny amounts of other elements to specific areas of the silicon. This is like adding a pinch of salt to change the flavor, but instead we're changing how electricity flows. Some areas become positively charged, others negatively charged. These different zones create transistors, the basic building blocks of all digital logic. Step 5 is testing and packaging. Each chip gets tested individually, then cut from the wafer and placed into a protective package. This package has all those little metal pins you see that connect the chip to the rest of your device. Now, I know what you're thinking. This sounds incredibly complicated and expensive. I was skeptical too. How could something so intricate be mass-produced? But here's the incredible part. This entire process happens in facilities called fabrication plants, or fabs, where thousands of wafers are processed simultaneously. A single wafer can contain hundreds of individual chips, and these factories run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, producing billions of chips every year. The result? Your smartphone contains more computing power than the room-sized computers that sent humans to the moon, and it all started with understanding this one simple material, silicon. Here's what I want you to do. For the next week, every time you use a digital device, take just a moment to appreciate the incredible engineering that makes it possible. Look at your phone, your laptop, your smart TV, and remember that inside each one are billions of microscopic switches, all made from the same material as the sand on a beach. Small changes in understanding can create massive shifts in appreciation. Once you truly grasp how silicon chips work, you'll never take technology for granted again.